Hey, good morning, everybody. I hope you are doing well. I am about done, I think, talking about this, but one more lesson I wanted to draw. And again, I'm speaking about what I've kind of learned from my marriage because we had our anniversary this week. But this is really applicable to everything in life, like every relationship, and not just romantic ones, friendships. I think, relationships with neighbors, quite frankly, at work, like just this is kind of a big theme. So we fall in love through attraction, passion, or excitement, or connection, or commonalities, whatever it is. And love also, we make friends that way, right? We find someone with a shared purpose. We find someone with similar values or hobbies or whatever. But what I've learned about marriage, and I believe, again, this applies to just, apply this to any other endeavor or relationship in life, is that it's kept alive by forgiveness and apologies. One of the things I was really struck by is that both my wife and I, in our cards to each other for our anniversary, we both mentioned appreciating the other person's forgiveness over the years. We've both needed it. We both needed a lot, and we both still needed a lot. In fact, just before this, I just texted my wife an apology for yesterday. I meant to say something as a joke, and I kind of felt like it came out a little harsher than I intended it to. She's apologized to me for things recently as well. There's something about an apology, I think, that is beautiful. It's basically a complete lack of, if you're going to apologize, there's a complete lack of pretense. There's no shell or barrier. You're opening up and becoming very vulnerable, and I think that's a beautiful thing, because ultimately, human connection and human intimacy, again, in any setting, in any kind of dimension, is based on two people being vulnerable enough that they can connect in a truly meaningful way. At any rate, apologies are so hard to give, I think, sometimes. For me, I still struggle with that. And yet they're so important. It's, I guess, I don't know, it's one of those things, like you do something and it's really hard for you, but it's really, really good for you. I guess most things that are really good for you seem that way, like broccoli and apologies and, waking up early to exercise. Like, all those things are hard, but they're really good for you. And once you do them, you're really glad. But I think it's important also to understand that relationships don't go smoothly. Like, if they don't go smoothly, that just means that you're human, and that's normal. And I really think that's important to understand, because I think most people feel like if it's true love or true friendship or true whatever, or if that there will never be problems, that the definition of true love or having a valued colleague or whatever is that you'll never have disagreements or friction, sometimes even a lot of friction and conflict. But it's not true. The mark of a good relationship, whether friendship, love, whatever, isn't that you don't have no problems. Double negative there, sorry. The mark is not that it goes smoothly, and it's not a sign that things have gone wrong when things go really wrong. The mark of true relationships is when you can apologize, and when you can both offer and accept apologies, and when you can both offer and receive forgiveness and grace. All right, I hope that makes sense. I love you all so much. I hope you have just the most wonderful day. Love, your Internet Grandpa.